Selling print-on-demand products on Etsy can often mean huge sales, but there's lots of competition. So here's 5 clever Etsy stores who've all broken that $1 million sales mark with unique items that you can actually sell with Printify. Hi, I'm Jess. I've built multiple 6- and 7-figure Etsy stores in various niches, getting sales like these, and learning the ins and outs of Etsy, Amazon, and more. A wild and crazy event led me to start a totally new life traveling abroad, giving me the unique opportunity to step back, work a lot less, and start sharing all of my Etsy insights with you. So hit that subscribe button, grab a pen and paper, and let's jump in.
Hey everybody, thank you for coming back for another hopefully amazing video today. I recently posted a video on the absolute hottest designs for print-on-demand t-shirts to sell on Etsy, and it really got me thinking, what about all of the other print-on-demand products that are so much more than just t-shirts? Especially when t-shirts can be considered a fairly saturated niche. So, I had the fun idea to show you guys some items that you might never guess could be done as print-on-demand products. And even better, all of these products are available on my favorite print-on-demand platform, Printify. And I'm super excited about this video because Printify has actually sponsored this video, which, if you've been watching my channel for a while, this is a huge deal because it's my first official sponsorship. So, do a little happy dance with me, y'all, because this is a celebration. I am super stoked about this. Now, to make this video extra fun and interesting, I found 5 stores that have all brought in over $1 million in sales on Etsy so far. So these are stores that know what they're doing. But that's not the fun part. The fun part is that even though all of these items sell like crazy, none of them are your typical print-on-demand products. These are all unique items and maybe some are a little bit crazy. So let's jump in here with surprise POD product number 5. So this is actually a light when you want me naked candle, which is hilarious. It is in 20 people's or more carts. It's a bestseller. And according to 𝑬𝒕𝒔𝒏𝒈, this particular listing, this one single listing has sold over 2,700 times. This one single listing has brought in approximately $76,000 in sales so far. But this Etsy shop, which if we take a peek, sells lots of different candles, a lot of funny candles, cute candles, super cool stuff, couple of doormats, but mostly candles. This store has made almost $2.5 million, and their first sale is from March of 2020. So in just about 3.5 years almost, they have made $2.5 million in sales in this store. That is crazy. Super, super crazy. Here's where this gets fun. These candles are available on Printify. So you can come and create any kind of funny label or cute label or whatever you like, or whatever kind of label you want. And then you come over into Printify and you put your design on that label. You can actually even sync this up to Printify. Now, I love Printify because they have a huge selection of print-on-demand products from suppliers all over the world. There's every type of product you can probably think of somewhere in Printify's platform. It's really, really, really in-depth how many things that they offer. Their prices are also really competitive. So whatever it is that you want to sell, you just come in here, you can click on it, and you can find tons of selection. You can type it into the search bar, and it's going to show you all the different products that they have. And you can even, in some cases, choose who you want to order it from because there's lots of different manufacturers. If you're looking for a manufacturer that ships all over the world, you can look that up and see if they offer just US shipping or if they offer worldwide shipping or whatever. There's a lot of options. By the way, I do have a link down below in the video description to get started on Printify for free. Now, you can also get their premium membership, which is even cheaper prices. If you see here, this particular candle is $11 plus shipping. But if you have Printify Premium, that goes down a couple of bucks. So you save more money with Printify Premium. You do want to wait until you have about 10 to 15 orders a month coming in, and then it will pay for yourself. So I used Printify Premium for years, and it is really, really worth that discount after you hit to that 10 to 15 orders a month mark. And you can save even more money getting started with 40 free Etsy listing credits using my Etsy referral link down below. So be sure to check both of those out. But what I really love about Printify is that you can sync it directly to your Etsy store. And if your products are not personalized, then it can automate those orders for you. So anytime your Etsy store gets one of these light when you want me naked candle orders, it sends that order directly over to Printify. Printify will ship that order for you and automatically send Etsy the tracking number for that order. So you don't have to worry about processing orders and updating tracking or any of those things. It can be totally streamlined. That being said, I do want to tell you, you probably know what's coming, but I have to say the hottest products and the biggest sellers on Etsy do tend to come from personalized items because that's really where the money is, giving gifts, gifts and gifts and more gifts. We're always buying stuff for people, so personalization has power when it comes to getting sales. And just to illustrate my point, all of the next listings, the next 4 amazingly big bestsellers, bring in well over 6-figure sales all by themselves. That being said, let's check out our next creative Etsy bestseller here, which is a personalized phone case. Now you can put your pet on your phone. Whatever phone you have a few models to choose from. You've got Samsung Galaxies and iPhones from this particular seller here. You can go ahead and put your cute little puppy's face or kitty's face on your phone case. Very, very cool. And believe it or not, this is a bestseller in 20 plus people's carts. It sells for just about 24 bucks, depending on which phone case you choose. They do have slim cases, or if you want a tough case, they sell for even higher. Shipping is free, so that doesn't really affect cost. But according to 𝑬𝒕𝒔𝒏𝒈, this one particular listing itself has sold over 7,200 times and brought in over $173,000 for this store. This store in total has brought in approximately $1,600,000. This is a really cute store. They specialize in putting your pets on cute printed items. All of these can be made available as Printify products. So it's a very, very clever store. It's a very, very cool niche. This is Printify's phone case selection. Like I said, every single product in this video is available on Printify. These are the tough phone cases that I showed you. If I go back here, right here, the white tough case for the iPhone 13 mini, you can see these right here. There's also tough cases, MagSafe tough cases. There's flexible cases, clear cases, and slim phone cases. So when we looked here, they said a slim case. That would be this one. So This is really cool because Printify gives you a clear idea of what things cost. And if you click provider info here, it will tell you the price of each different model of phone. And keep in mind this green is the Printify premium price. So once you get a few orders racking in each month, you can save even more money. Then you click over here and you can see how much it is to cost how much it costs to ship your first item and any additional item. I do also, as I see that, it reminds me, I also want to point out that when I'm calculating their sales, when I'm estimating their sales, I'm assuming that each customer only bought one product. So I do want to point that out. I try to be conservative with these sales estimates. And because this is kind of a collaboration video with multiple different products all in one, I don't go into a lot of detail on how I get these figures, but I do get a lot of these sales estimates from 𝑬𝒕𝒔𝒏𝒈, and then I take them into my own workbook, which I have in a lot of my videos. I show my workbook that has pricing and calculators in there, and I verify those numbers based on what their sales look like, the sales count of their total store. For example, this store has 71,000, almost 300 sales. And then I also consider how long each store has been selling. So for example, this store here is from October of 2020. So their oldest order that we can actually see on Etsy is from October 1st of 2020. So that gives me a rough estimate of how old this shop is. And when I find their average product price, which I gave them about a $24 product price on average, keep in mind that phone case was $24 to $33, depending on which option you choose. A lot of these are higher than that. So anyways, this is getting to be a very long video. So I gave this store an average product price of $24 based on all the things they had selling in their shop. And that's where it helps me calculate that they made about just under about $1.6, $1.7 million in their store since they've been open in October of 2020. Okay, that was a lot to explain. So hopefully I'm not boring you guys. And we're going to jump over to the next product. Now, the next cool, super awesome bestseller here is actually golf balls. I told you these were going to get a little weird, right? So this is a bestseller. It's in about 19 people's carts, and you can put someone's face on a golf ball. So this is a really cool product because not only is it super giftable for wedding parties or birthdays or Father's Day or Christmas presents, but it's a great guy's gift. And you know that because it's unique, it's a little weird, probably no one else is going to get them the same thing. So this is in high demand because it is unique and because it's something that they haven't gotten 5 Christmases before now or 5 Father's Days before now. So that really does help add some appeal to this product. So jumping over to Printify, we can see that they do, in fact, have printable golf balls. And you can print whatever you want on these golf balls, which is super cool. It comes in 6 pieces here. Now, in the previous couple of products, I didn't really show you how the back end of Printify works, but it's actually super easy. So they give you a few designing guidelines when you click on the product, and otherwise you just see your blank canvas, and you can choose really from multiple options of what you want to add your image.
picture.
Most of us are going to go to my device and they're going to pull up whatever image we already have. So if one of our customers says, hey, I want my dad's face on a golf ball, you're going to already have a picture of their dad that they send you for their order. I do not have a picture of my dad's face or my husband's face prepped for this video because I didn't think that far ahead, unfortunately, so I'm going to get one of my 𝑵𝒕𝒔𝒆𝒔s. Y'all know I love these 𝑵𝒕𝒔𝒆s in my videos. I'm going to put it right here in the middle of the golf ball. Now, you can size this, you can move it around however you want it to be. I'm going to just stick it right in the middle. And then if I go to preview, I can see exactly what that looks like. I can see what it looks like on various golf balls. It looks teeny tiny, so I'm probably going to come back and size it a little bit better. Keep in mind, this is a very, very basic little graphic. It's not a high quality graphic, so I do want to point that out. So this is really cool because it gives you a mock-up, and if you wanted to send your customer a preview of their order, you could. If you wanted to make mock-ups for your Etsy listing, Printify does offer these that you can save, and then you can come and add them as an image in your Etsy listing without having to do a whole lot of work. So another point for Printify for making things easy. Okay, once you do that, once you've got your design, you can save the product, and that will then become a product in your little Printify store. So then all I have to do if my customer wants to actually order these is create an order. I can go to manual, choose my item, and then just add my customer's shipping information right in here and calculate shipping and place the order. Easy peasy, it only takes a couple of minutes. So I really, really love that. And if you guys want to see a more detailed tutorial on how to use Printify, please do let me know. Comment that down below. I'm not going into super in-depth detail because there are a lot of tutorials on Printify already in the YouTube universe. So I want to keep this as informational as possible and give you as much unique information that you might not be finding elsewhere instead of saying the same things over and over that everybody else says. So comment below if you would like to see that. Now, let's move on to the next product. This one cracks me up because it is so simple. It's almost too simple, right? It's like one of those products that's so simple and obvious that you're surprised you didn't already think of it. It's an Etsy's pick, and it's in 20 plus people's carts. It's $25 plus shipping is $5.66, and they offer a couple of different color choices here, a few pre-designed fonts, which they show you here. You can choose from the fonts you like. Different thread colors you can choose from. They've done a pretty good job of making it clear that essentially when you buy this product, you can put anything on this hat that you want. You can put your logo, you can put a name, you can put bachelorette, whatever you want, whether it's a gift for your dad or for your own small business. They've done a really good job of making it look like a pretty universally usable hat, which is fantastic. Now, Everbee says that this specific listing here has sold about 8,500 times. And factoring in that it is about $26 plus shipping, that gives it an approximate sales revenue of over $225,000 on this product so far, just for this listing. This store itself as a whole has actually done just shy of $1 million. They're actually sitting right about $991,000 in revenue since they started their store. That's going off of almost 37,500 sales. Their average product price of about, I think I gave them an average product price of $26. Keep in mind that is low because this hat is 26 plus shipping, but you know how I roll. I like to go low. Looking at their oldest feedback, and I'm not going to do this for every store, but I do want to give you guys a good idea of how I get these sales revenue numbers. Their oldest feedback comes in May of 2019. So this is a 4-year-old store. They've made $1 million in sales in 4 years, which is awesome. Okay. let's look on Printify at all the different hats that they offer. You might be surprised because looking at this, remember it's embroidered. That is not a problem for Printify. They will, in fact, embroider a hat for you. I've actually personally ordered embroidered hats from Printify for Insights by Jess because I have to rep my channel, right? Their quality was pretty impressive. I actually really love it. I got a black one. It's great quality. The stitching was really nice. And I wear it when I'm running, usually, to keep the sun out of my eyes. They have about a 3-day turnaround time, which for embroidery is pretty impressive, and it's about 16 bucks plus $4.50 to ship a hat, all said and done, from Printify with this particular vendor. So that's, let's see here, 15, so about a $20 cost. They're selling this for 25, almost 26 plus 6. So they're making a good $5 profit off of this hat if they're only selling one. If they're only selling one hat per order. If they sell more, the shipping does combine. It gets a little bit cheaper. It's only $1 for the second hat, and they make more profit. So the bigger your orders are with print on demand, a lot of times if you plan your pricing well, you're going to make a bigger profit when you sell multiple products per order. Okay, now let's go to the next one because the next one blew my mind a little bit. This is also an Etsy's pick. It's in 20 plus people's carts, like they say, and it's a personalized blanket. It's actually a fuzzy blankie, right? Let me make this bigger here so you can see the texture of the blanket. It's fuzzy, or as they like to call it, it's a minky or there's different names for it. Some people call them soft blankets, fuzzy blankets, minky blankets. Anyways, this particular product here comes in various sizes. The smallest size, the tiniest baby size, is $22.69 plus, going way down here, $5.25 to ship. So we're talking about 27, 28 bucks. 𝑬𝒕𝒔𝒏 says that this one listing has sold over 19,500 times. It has brought in over $500,000 in revenue. Just this one listing, which is crazy. But it gets crazier because this store actually has 66,000 sales altogether. And if you're not impressed by that number, you're going to be impressed by how long they've been open because this store's first feedback comes in August of 2020. Oh, July 31st, technically, of 2020. So this is a 3-year-old store. They've brought in almost $2 million in this store. That is crazy. And they're doing it on blankets. Blankets! Let's look at Printify. They have a lot of blankets. This is the kind of blanket that we see here. It's got the fuzzy texture. They show what it looks like with a print. It's an all-over print. You can print whatever you want on it. And it comes in the 3 sizes that we see. You have a few vendors to choose from, but you can see these 3 different sizes, 30 by 40, 50 by 60, 60 by 80. If I jump back over here, you can see those same exact sizes, right? You should, because you can actually do this product with Printify. And in a couple of weeks, I actually have a store video that does these blankets. Their sales are way more impressive than this store that I'm talking about right now. I had to save that one for its own video though. In that video, I actually am showing you, I have a whole tutorial on how to make the design. So to put your kid's name or your customer's kid's name or whatever name you want, I guess, it doesn't have to be a kid's name, to put the name on a design and upload it into Printify. The whole tutorial is in that video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe so that you can catch that video because it's super awesome how easy that is to do. Okay, so these 5 items were all awesome. And I know I said I was going to give you 5 items, but I actually have a bonus item that I'm including because this store is getting crazy sales. This here is a wedding can cooler. A lot of us know these as can koozies. We cannot say koozie. I'm pretty sure that is a forbidden word on Etsy, but you can call them can coolers or can holders or can insulators or beverage holders. Lots of different synonyms there. This one is simply printed. So you can get this done with Printify. You guessed it. There's a few different ones to choose from. They have this really nice one with embroidery on the top and bottom. They have some more basic looking ones, and they have a slim can cooler. So just like all the other options that we've seen so far, you can just get it made. This one's $7 plus $5 to ship without that Printify premium. Of course, it's a little cheaper with the discount, but it's pretty simple. You can get an all over print. Pretty nice. This particular one, which looks pretty much like the exact same white can koozie, let me go here. If you see the style, looks the same. This is a bestseller. It's in 6 people's carts. And if we look at their store, I'm going to jump over real quick. We can see a lot of these products. Now, a lot of these do look printed. And that's why I thought it would be a good idea to include this on the list. However, some of their products, like this one, actually look embossed. So this would not be a Printify product. This has some texture to it. It is a more custom made product. I'm not exactly sure what type of machine you would use for this. If you know what type of machine, please comment it down below. But that's why this is a bonus item because they do have some that did not look like they were printed. However, this particular listing here sells for $118. It comes with 12. If you want to order more, you can order more. You can order them for your entire wedding if you want as a wedding favor. It just keeps going up. If you wanted 600 of these babies, you could get it for $466. But for, conservative estimates sake, how I like to be as conservative as possible, we're going with 12 of these for $118. Shipping is free. Got to keep it simple. Now, if we look at Printify and we think, okay, it is $7 each for this, and it's $5 for the first item to ship and $1 for all of the subsequent items. So let's say 509 plus, do I have parentheses on here? No, of course not. Plus, we're going to say $1 for each other. There's a dozen total, so $11, right? Plus that 12th item would be 509. So this is for the shipping, $16.09. It was $7. So remember 1609, I promise you I'm probably going to forget that. $7 times 12 plus that 1609, woohoo, I remembered, is $100. So $100 all said and done if you do not have Printify Premium. Okay, and if you're selling a dozen coolers, probably you can afford to get that Printify Premium. To do that, it actually drops the price quite a bit. If we go here, 539 times 12 plus 1609 for shipping, that drops $20 off the price. So now we're talking $80, right? But they are charging $120. The cool thing is they only have to create one design. The same design goes on all 12 koozies or all 12 can coolers, or however many they get. If they get 400 coolers, it's the same design. Super cool, super streamlined and straightforward. You only put the work in once and you can make 40, 50 plus dollars, depending on how many they order, in profit off this product. So 𝑬𝒕�𝒏𝒈 says that this specific listing has sold over 1,400 times and that this listing has brought in almost $140,000 by itself. But this store has actually, if I go back to the main store page, racked up 62,000 sales. They've been open since 2015. This is not a new store. So they've racked up 62,000 sales, and that has brought in over $6 million if each customer of those $62,000 only spends $98. I gave them an average product price of $98 because I believe when I looked at this last week when I made the outline, they had a sale and their sale dropped this down to $98. It's no longer on sale, so it's a little more. So we can safely say this is a $6 million store, and that's pretty impressive. So I really, really wanted to take some time to make this video because there's so much more that Printify offers beyond the same t-shirts that everybody sells that can put you into a much cooler niche with more demand and less competition. So all of these ideas have less competition than those t-shirts, and you can really break into these niches with some unique product ideas that will sell well. Make sure you click that Printify link down in the video description below and get your store started. Even if you're a digital seller, there are some great posters and canvas prints and other fun items for things that you might be able to really expand your selection beyond digital goods and bring physical products to your store so you can capitalize on those higher prices. Once you're done checking out how awesome Printify is, then go watch this video where I show you all my favorite sites for finding mock-up images that can actually stand out from the crowd and get your items seen and sold. You can watch that one here.